Okay, so we're talking about the Civil War. Fighting of the Civil War in the Battle of Gettysburg. The Civil War had one battle called the Battle of Gettysburg, fought in July 1st to July 3rd in 1863. It's considered the most important engagement of the American Civil War. After the great victory over Union forces at Chancellorsville, John James of the 11th Virginia Infantry, Confederate States of America, sat down to write a letter to his families telling him of his experience at the Battle of Gettysburg. He explained that on July 3rd, this unit was been ordered to march about 1 mile over open, slightly indulgent farmland toward a battle-hardened Union army that was defending its own northern soil. The war effort. Every American was contributing with the war. The North had more factories to produce supplies, more people to work in the factories, and more railroads to deliver the supplies. To the soldiers, for soldier equipment is a matter of survival. The home front. Civil War nurses were sometimes called angels of the battlefield, working long hours to heal and comfort wounded and dying soldiers. Almost all the families had a family member contributing to the war, and some of them died their family members making them upset and depressed. The African American War. Roughly 179,000 black men served as soldiers in the U.S. Army, and another 13,000 served in the Navy. As a result, in July 7, 1862, Congress passed the Second Confiscated and Militia Act, freeing slaves who had masters in the Confederate Army. By the end of the Civil War, 37,000 died fighting for the Union. The human cost of the Civil War. Every day, Union used $1.5 million for the war, but every day they used more money. They spent money on the medical care of the soldiers, and they gave medical care to the people who were really injured and had a fatal death, even though they had medical care. And a lot of soldiers died still.
Women in the war. Women devoted their lives to cleaning and nurturing their husbands and children. Thousands of women in the North and South joined volunteer brigades and signed up to work as nurses, aiding the wounded and the sick. Lincoln's Reconstructions. Lincoln was preparing his plan for Reconstruction to reunify the South and North after the war's end. Lincoln's plan was based off of forgiveness. His intentions was to reunite the United States. Johnson's Reconstruction. The looming showdown between Lincoln and the Congress over competing Reconstruction plans never occurred. Andrew Jackson lacked his procedure skills in handling people. Radical Reconstruction. It was believed that blacks were entitled to the same political rights and opportunities as whites. They believed that the Confederate leader should be punished for acting in the Civil War. End of Reconstruction. The Democrats in the House of Representatives agreed to support the Republican candidate, Rutherford B. Hayes, in exchange for removal of federal troops from the 5 military districts. This is how the Reconstruction era ended.